Hi, everybody. This is your beloved game show host with another game show. Cowboy Report. Yeah, NFL Draft Edition. This one is about Jalin Hyatt, the dynamic wide receiver at the University of Tennessee. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. If you're back and you like, share, and subscribed, and you hit that bell, you would definitely have pretty much watched my last NFL Draft Cowboys Report about Bijan Robinson. Well, this report right here is just in case Dallas misses on a Bijan Robinson. It is another player in this draft that Dallas will have an opportunity to definitely pick. You understand me? Is this young dynamic wide receiver named Jalin Hyatt? Jalin Hyatt is a 6 foot, 185 pound wide receiver. You know, his comparables, in my opinion, will go to these guys. An old guy back in 1990, from 86 to 90, Alvin Harper. All he did at Tennessee is what you see Jalin Hyatt do on his highlights at Tennessee today. Get wide open. Something that Alvin Harper did with the Dallas Cowboys in 91 to 1994. Another comparable guy to me would be Tyler Lockett. All he does is get open. He's a speedster. All he does is get open. Do y'all understand what we talking about here? Jalin Hyatt ran a 4.4 flat at the combine. He is he's got decent hands, but one thing he does have a knack is getting open. He gets wide open on people. You know, look at his highlight reel from last year. He got almost a 5 minute highlight reel for his season highlights. And he, on almost every single play, he's wide open. It's a lot of highlights, man, for 1 year, 5 minutes. It's a lot of highlights. He's a dynamic wide receiver, young kid. Think Dallas, if they're not able to get Bijan Robinson in the draft, this is not a bad consolation prize. Now, why would I say we need to draft this kid? We already have Brandon Cooks. I understand that. But just in case, you always need another. You can never get enough speed at wide receiver. Brandon Cooks is going to get tired. He's going to have to sit out a play or two. CeeDee Lamb's going to get tired, going to sit out a play or two. So you can always slide Jalin Hyatt, and you will basically keep safeties out of the box, so you'll be able to run the ball. You'll be able to be ambidextrous with your play calling. You will always have secondaries at ease. If they do decide to walk up, you already know that you can pretty do a check with me, and you can set it up where this kid can get wide open. Can he play in the slot? We don't need him to play in the slot. Another thing is that CeeDee Lamb plays in the slot. So when you go through a wide receiver set, you put him in, and it's lights out dynamite. You basically would have speed. You have expeditious speed all over the field. Pretty much how Javonte Davis has devastating power in both his hands. Dallas will have devastating speed on both sides of the field. So yards after catch, if you miss a tackle, this kid is gone. This kid has a knack of getting wide open on sevens and nines. Do we run all the route in the route tree? We don't need him to run every route in the route tree. We already got a guy that can do that. Brandon Cooks, he can pretty much do that. But the most important thing, you need depth at wide receiver. You need impact depth at wide receiver. And I do believe if Bijan Robinson is not sitting there when they pick and he's gone, Jalin Hyatt is the best constellation prize in this draft. Your plan B, you all right. The guy runs a full flat. He is a dynamic young wide receiver. He come from a pretty good pedigree when Dallas went to Tennessee and got a receiver. We won Super Bowls with this kid. His name was Alvin Harper back in the day because he was doing what we needed him to do. Be able to what? Get deep. Also, if you catch a slant and you miss a tackle, he's gone. So, same as this guy, that's what he can do. Same as this guy, he's my comparables. Tyler Lockett and Alvin Harper. Say whatever about Alvin Harper. Alvin Harper was a first round pick in 1991. He was taken in the 20s in the 91 draft. We picking in the 20s, and we can take Jalin Hyatt in the draft. Alvin Harper in the draft, another Tennessee kid, we can take him. And on top of that, we might have to do another one about another Tennessee kid, but we'll get to that later. But before we close, this is the Cowboy Report. I am your beloved game show host. Well, we all about the games we love, the games we play, the games we know. And by golly, this is the motherfucking game show. So I hope everybody out there is having a great game day. Which whatever game you play, whatever game you know, all we want you to do is always let